All right, now we can.
Now we can start the meeting. I got it.
You on? Okay.
Calling in the Village of Lisbon Park Committee. Oh, now it's on, okay. Calling the Village of Lisbon Park Committee to order. It's Wednesday, May 10th, and it is 5:02. Can we stand for the pledge? Oh, the roll call, please. Tracy. Brad,
Here.
Ed,
Here.
Danette,
Yes, here.
Mike,
Here.
Paula.
Yes.
Okay, Mike. And Kelly is absent.
Mhm.
And so is Paul.
And, oh, that's right, Paul's not here yet. Are you coming? Okay, can we stand for the pledge of allegiance?
Who's our flag?
Oh, yeah.
Our flag is gone.
Oh, well, we'll look towards that wall.
I pledge allegiance to
The flag
of the
of
United States of America and
and
to
to
the
the
republic
republic
for which it stands, one
one
nation,
nation, under God,
indivisible.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And yay, it's the flag, yay.
Hey.
Okay, moving on. Is there any citizens who want to make a comment? No citizens present. Approval of the meeting minutes of April 12th, 2023 by the Park Committee. Any questions on them? Nothing? Do we have a first to approve it?
I would move that the meeting minutes from April 12th, 2023 be approved as presented.
Okay, we have a second. Tracy, second, all in favor.
Aye.
Okay, any correspondence? No correspondence? Report.
Marlene, excuse me. Just the only correspondence I had, I forwarded another application for the festival today. So I don't know if that's considered correspondence, but I did forward that to you or in Kathy's attention.
Was that Quick Trip?
No, that was MKE something. A gentleman, I sent the email to you. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was sent today.
Okay, I don't remember getting that one, but I'll look for it.
Okay.
We do have Quick Trip also.
I know, I got the Quick Trip one.
Yeah, because we sent that, but we don't have the application yet for MPE.
Oh, we were sending the application, Kathy. Excuse me. That's correct. Yes.
MKE,
MKE.
my initials. Okay, we'll look forward to that. Reports, Park Super, Mike.
All right, we were able to get the prairie burned, with the help of the fire department. Started the shrub removal on the, center garden. Working on daily mowing, grooming baseball fields. We did host a chainsaw safety / tree cutting class, with DPW at the park. If I noticed some trees that were cut down along the trails in the woods, so that everything was up yet. Did get the water turned on at LCP. The county came in and did their annual testing for that. We had a little free library installed at Stone Family Park by a local Girl Scout troop. Worked with Village of Sussex on that. And I did have a meeting with a local baseball group today, Junior Chargers, on the potential of funding upgrades to an existing ball field. Like I discussed with Sliva in the past. That's it.
Anything on the direction sign of community park
Yeah,
going up?
eventually, I don't have it yet.
Oh, we didn't get it yet. Okay, it's gonna be up by June?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Go pester them, see if you get it by then. Thank you. Adopt a road, Brad?
Did Vows do their pickup
They're
on
doing it the 20th.
the 20th?
They're doing it some next weekend.
Okay, the Grace Hill did theirs then,
Yes.
and you did a pickup for them?
Yep, they did that. They were like a couple days late because of rain. They
Oh,
wanted to do
gotcha.
it, so they did it during the week. But yeah, that
Okay,
one is done.
and then Marlene did Agape still gonna, the
That's
21st?
Going, I believe it's 21st.
And do we have it worked out where we can get you I know there's a group on the 20th and then you're gonna be on the 21st. but
We've
to get
got our
you-
own vests.
You do, okay,
And we'll just buy our own garbage bags.
okay.
Where's the 21st?
I believe so.
And anyone else reached out to you for a pickup?
Genesee Aggregate did it.
Is it a
their
Sunday
section
afternoon?
of, Plainview Road.
Yep, they're done then?
Yeah. they
Genesee
did.
Aggregate is done.
Yeah, and they clean it all up themselves.
Oh, they do, okay.
I just gotta pick up the bags, they provide those.
And there was
Gotcha.
one on the 20th, when is that?
Files and
Wow, BOWS, it's like.
Volunteers of Wisconsin. No,
That's okay. I got it down, Bows, that's fine.
Who does MD like by the golf course? I
right
saw-
here,
Yeah, I
the
saw.
golf course actually.
No, on MD, Marine Drive. There was probably like 4 or 5 great big black garbage bags kind of piled up. in
Is that the
section.
one, Balad?
That's
The salon?
Lockwood County.
Oh, it's,
That is-
Deputy would do-
Oh, yeah.
See, that's-
you're right.
that's-
Oh,
Kicks off, so it's another group.
other than that, I'm just- yeah, that's the only thing I have.
Brad,
Yes.
shout out to Genesee Aggregate. That section of Plainview looks fantastic.
Does it? Good.
Yeah, and it's getting heavily trafficked now, for it's being closed. Did you hear anything from Merck Auto Body?
No, but I will reach, when I did speak with them last year, or year before, I know they are still with the program and doing it, but I'll have to reach out to them and see if they have done it. Or if they're gonna plan to do it this year yet. Have you noticed?
Yeah,
Stuff in the
it
ditch.
could use it.
Okay.
I mean, although Lake
Okay.
5 has become increasingly urbanized. and
Sure.
So
Then-
not as much. It's
Sure.
just-
I will reach out to them or stop there this weekend
Just curious,
and do that. Okay.
but thank you for that.
Okay, moving on, subcommittee reports. Community Festival, Saturday, June 17th. I reached out to Damien from Beer Capital to see what kind of beer we're gonna have. Last year and the year before, we charged $3 a can. Does that seem feasible again? That sound like a good
Mhm.
price? We should be able to sell a lot.
Whatever thing you charge $3 for a can of beer.
Right.
I don't remember, were those 16-ounce cans or 12?
No, it's just 12.
12
Yeah,
ounce.
12.
Yeah, and like I say, I will get, and I made up this for, when we had it on the wall, and I will get that updated.
And we found out what they're selling or what they're giving us.
Yes, I just got home Monday night and I called him and he hasn't returned my call yet. And I'll keep on harassing him. For the baseball blow up bouncy thing, John Barnes from the Optimist Club, who is quite involved in baseball, will be helping manning the kids thing all day from 11 to 4. He volunteered for that. I'm sure you'll need a break, so if there's somebody else who knows how to hit a ball, maybe can relieve them. Paula, are you going to be bringing the money for the beer? We were talking about 400 in singles and 110s. Didn't we run short last year?
You're talking about the change, Marlene. I can, Kathy had, what does that process look like?
I can make you a drawer for you. Or a-
Yeah, I think my thought is if we're gonna be charging $3 a can, it's an odd number, so we're gonna need a lot of singles.
Singles.
Yeah,
Well,
Mike
we've
is,
got 400 singles and $110 bills is what I've got written down. If you feel you needed anything more than that.
we had 300 last year and it wasn't enough. That's why I upped it to 4.
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Mike's gonna bring his money box. Okay, is that something you're gonna pick up or is Kathy gonna provide or how are we doing that
For what?
for the cash?
I'll give it to Paul.
Okay,
All right, I will. I've got that written down. I'll take care of that.
okay.
Okay.
I did reach out to Joe D. Stefano to call the ATM guy. He did call me before I left and he said he hadn't heard from him. Did you hear anything yet?
No, I haven't talked to them.
Okay,
I do have Natasha taking a look at she's checking the city of Delafield's chamber. Does put ATMs out at events. But they might want to know some information on like how many transactions we had last year and such. So I don't have that.
Has there been any thought about doing like a swipe, a credit card swipe, a square or something somebody could put on a cell phone? Does the town have, or excuse me, the village have access to that? Or are we gonna not do that for this year?
I know I've been working with Natasha to see if we could do something like that. It's just a matter of what Square will charge us to have a one-time
Yeah.
pay,
Mhm.
something like that. I can't do it. I'm comfortable with that, with a Square, because I use that in my business, and I have all the stuff to do it. It's just that I can't set up an account through my business for the town due to, I have to separate the two businesses. My work here and my real business.
Sure.
But I know I've been talking to Natasha about it, trying to figure out if we can find a way to get that. Either a swipe or or an ATM of some sort.
Okay.
We're working on it. We just don't have anything solid.
Okay, I'll call Joe and then if I hear anything from him, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Just in curiosity, is like a Venmo account for the village out of the question?
I can check with. I'll check with Natasha to see if. I have to worry about, how secure it is.
Yeah.
If we had to start a new account for justice, so it doesn't touch any of our other funds.
Okay, any other things on that? Festival, and I know we have a meeting before yet, but I just like to run over. I will have a clipboard with everybody who's coming into the festival. And I will be at the base of like underneath the when you come down towards the ice skating rink, I'll stand down there with some of the policemen who are coming and direct people which way to go. Brad, could you take care of the crafters again like you did last year? And I believe Colleen helped you.
Sure.
You guys worked out really good with that. Paula, you're gonna be with the booze, setting up the booze. I'll have that brought over to Mike like I did last year, brought it over the night before.
Mhm.
Annette and Ed, can you be up with the horses?
Sure.
Okay,
We're good with horses.
yeah. Okay, and either Tracy or Colleen, who would want to stand at the entrance where you stood last year to wave the cars in. So they had to come across the thing and then go across the lawn to antique cars. Did you want to do that till the crafters come in, or if not, okay, I'll bring this up again next week. Yeah, we got one more meeting yet.
Oh, yeah.
And Marlene, will you have a flag or something for her?
Yeah, we did
you
have a
provide
flag.
that, or where did you get that?
I think Mike had a flag.
I have some flags.
So you can, because
Yeah.
I mean, you're short, they're gonna be driving in. you can
She
just
had a
have big
flag.
so.
And I think we even taped some flags to each side of the pole. So they could, look to see where they're going.
Although if most of those guys are repeaters, they'll know where.
They'll know
they're
where to
going,
go.
But
Yeah. Is there anybody, I forgot Tracy, gonna be, maybe you can help, Brad when the crafter, oh no, Tracy, I wanted you to, I changed that. I wanted you to help, with
Wave
a
the
balloon.
cards in. Says waving. Tracy's gonna wave the cards in.
No, I changed that. Tracy, I would like you to help with the craft when the baseball balloon guy, blow up guy comes. And if you look at the layout, we have to add one more thing to it. What's that? Here's the layout. When you come down, is that road gonna be paved, Mike?
We all have the layout in our.
Yeah,
pack.
but is that road gonna be paved, the gravel road that goes alongside the ice skating rink?
Not by June. no.
Okay, so the gravel road, if you could have the school bus come down. And then there's gonna be the basketball, the baseball and the bouncy house set up there. And I know, Mike, you were talking about where the rock wall I didn't get a chance to talk to you before I left.
Yeah, I think, because I'm assuming the rock wall has to be pretty level area.
Yeah,
For anchoring down, so it's almost gonna have to be. Probably where the school bus is on the diagram.
Okay.
So we just gotta push the school bus, I think, a little further to the west.
is there any room for the school bus to go right on that corner where you turn around to go into the to the tent where the beer and the food are gonna be?
No, it's pretty.
That's too
narrow
tight.
over there, cause we got a grill and there's the hose bib right there.
Okay.
So I don't want. that
Okay,
hit.
so we'll just move that down and we'll put the rock wall here.
And are the fire people, fire engines,
They're gonna be out
Beyond
in
that.
they're gonna be out here.
right?
Yeah.
Fire
Well,
engines are gonna be by the gravel road.
Yeah, by the parking lot. What they usually do is they park right on that grassy strip along the, we have the face painter and the balloon guy under a tent. And the, paramedics usually park right along on that grassy strip. It would be right about in front of the basketball hoop.
So EP is what? What is that on our
Porta
thing?
Please,
porta potties.
Oh, those are porta potties?
well, no, I don't
EP?
know where
I
they're
thought
going.
you said that was where the fire, where the,
That's where the
fire-
police are going. This is from last year and Mike and I were supposed to work on it. And then we didn't get to it, but we'll have that
okay,
squared away.
so the
before next
PP is
meeting.
gonna be the paramedics or fire truck, is what that means.
The
And the porta
paramedics-
potties are going somewhere else.
I think they were up in the corner, where it says,
They were along here.
They were along
They
the.
were
very
along
along
here.
median
They were
Yeah.
along,
that
the-
Yeah.
separates the two parking lots.
right,
Mhm.
Historically,
that's where they were.
Last year they were where it does say PP.
Right,
yeah.
That's what.
It's
they
in that
were.
area.
right.
Porta-
oh, okay.
Okay, so that's gonna stay porta.
Well, so that stays there because the fire and rescue people, I thought were out here, Marlene. They're out over here. They're more over here.
No, they were
Well, they
right
weren't
here.
here. No, because.
There was no, there was just the rescue. The engine wasn't. The engine, I think, was out in the
Table,
parking
table.
lot,
Table.
but anyways,
Anyway.
Mike and I will work on that. We
Okay.
still got another one to go yet. And, so we'll
Right.
do that.
Can I jump in for 1 sec? Just one thing I did notice from last year when I was stationed at the bouncy house the entire time. A lot of people that were first coming in were using that same sidewalk, walking past all the inflatables. And there's going to be a lot of people in line there. So I'm wondering if we shouldn't have like new people, like push them more into the crafter area because it's going to get really bottlenecked there, I think.
Have them walk through the crafter area.
Yeah. You know, so like and maybe put like an entrance sign and push it off to the craft area, because that just, especially with the face painter and the balloon person, there was a lot of people in line there and that just got really bottlenecked with people, like brand new people
Okay.
walking in down that side, down that path.
Okay, Mike and I will go out there and we'll eyeball it up and,
We
Okay.
could probably use like an ambulance or something to block that road. That's usually where they sit on
Yeah.
that, along the grass there. So we could just block that off.
By the porta potties right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be like blocking that gravel path off.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then
Yeah, that way we push them in towards the crafter so they make sure they would do that. Because, you know, as soon as the kids see that stuff, that's what they make a beeline for.
Right.
Mhm.
And you want a solid object to deter people, and that would work. they can
So-
go around it.
So we have, 3 spots that say, 10 by 20.
Those are the tents for people to sit under with, for the music. And the music is in the 12 by 26. And then we have the food and the beer, except those two are reversed. The food goes to the left and the beer goes to the right. And then, we have a tent by the pine trees. And that's the,
Where are the pine trees?
right across from the food tent. And then the bottom line is the posts.
You got the food? No. This, the food is?
Yeah.
It's not an engineer's drawing.
You know, I think that flows really well, Marlene, with the beer and the food there and then the band and the food tents. I think that works out. That's a really just good flow with people being able to get a drink and listen to music and sit. That's really well.
And food.
Yeah.
Yeah, And-
Just a quick question. Just for, you know, I realize it's not an architectural drawing. The food and the beer, that is our shelter?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
Well, thanks. Wendy.
And then I have a question going back to the crafters. The paperwork says that you've got 40 people for crafts already.
no,
It
got
doesn't?
11.
Well, where am I looking at this? Where do I
I don't
see
know.
here? I'm sorry, 20 vendors and crafters, and it's point number
Yeah, That's what
15.
it said at the,
It
at the
says
last meeting.
20. So how many, because
We now have about 11, maybe 15.
Okay.
Every time I talk to somebody, they're saying, yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
get it in. And
well,
I haven't called them and said, hey, come on.
because if there would be 20, is there room? for
There's 20
to be
room.
set up on that?
Oh, yeah.
On that parking?
How many did we have last year? We
Not
had
that many.
Yeah, we had,
We had, I feel a lot of people not show last.
Yeah.
Right, there were a lot. of
wasn't
people.
there that storm in the morning or something?
No, just people just didn't show. Remember
They didn't
that?
show up.
There were so many who didn't show.
Well, they're all gonna get a call. And I'm gonna harass the ones that said they're coming. I have a list at home.
And they've
Yeah.
already paid money, right? Like,
Some have, most of them have.
because we're not refunding. If they
No.
don't show, they don't get
They
their
don't
money
get the
back.
20 bucks back.
I
Right.
think if it does get busier with more vendors, I think we just have to, you can't park your car. If you're a
In
vendor,
there.
You can't park your car by your food.
Oh,
Yeah.
They have
Because
to,
cars just take up almost the whole booth
And
and
then-
then they try.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you gonna try to hold it to 20 then?
No.
More than that?
If we go outside, then we'll stick them someplace else.
It's just on the, in the April meeting,
Right.
it was
Mhm.
said 20. that
Yeah,
we
I
had
remember.
20 vendors.
Yeah, I just thought it was gonna be too crowded for that
No.
space, but she says no, so
20, I think. that's
doable.
the way, Yeah,
Okay.
we got more.
Okay.
Mm,
All right.
Yeah, that parking lot is bigger than the.
Yeah, and we had it all, spray painted and,
And we gave the aisles pretty generous.
Oh,
space
yeah.
where We could
Okay.
shrink that down. If need be.
but I will do that now that I'm back. Okay, there was a question on the bills. Did you send out the checks for the different vendors?
Yes,
Okay, those have all been sent out. So when I call them just to see if there's any questions or anything, I can tell them the check is in the mail if you didn't get it.
that's correct.
And,
Most of the items under expenses, the budget items for the festival are no brainers, but what is Susie Sparkles?
Susie Sparkles is a face painter.
Okay, thank you. I kind of thought that, but okay. Oh, boy.
You
We'll
go
have to
get
our
the
faces-
dazzle,
We'll
the
have to get our
dazzler.
faces painted.
Mhm. Yeah, the gal who usually did it, our American Indian. Hi, Paul. She's in college, so.
Oh, on that note, Marlene, I'm 99.9% sure we will have Emma to be with us on that day to float. So I wouldn't put her down for anything specific, but she'll be
No.
there, do whatever needs to be done.
Yeah, what I would like to do is tell everybody too that we got to float between people. Not that Danette and is up there with the horses for 5 hours. That we should take turns, and if we've got Victoria Brown will be there too, I believe, all day. So in the beers tent. So that gives us a chance that we can go see things and we can also float and relieve other people. So. Okay, and I'll get a lot of the stuff firmed up and I'll call people before next meeting. So is there anything else?
One fast question, Marlene, when is that next meeting scheduled for? I don't have anything on my,
Wednesday before,
It is. Here, I
Okay.
got a little calendar
I believe it is.
It'll be the 14th. June 14th.
okay, I'm gonna put that on my calendar here right now. Okay.
And then what is the guy from the joke shop doing for $300? What is
He's our
that?
balloon man.
So he's just twisting balloon
Oh, yeah.
characters?
Oh, yeah, you love.
$300.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the number of hours.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Just by the hour.
That was a huge hit with the kids last year, I can tell you
Oh,
that.
my God.
They-
They were lined up. Lined up.
Yeah,
Do we have those two separated, the face painting and the balloon, or are they on this, are they
They're
sitting next to
different.
each other?
Oh, they're
They're sitting next to each other.
You might want to consider,
It's a big tent.
yeah, it's just that if you have kids in line for that, then you might want to just spread the lines. That's all I'm thinking.
Well,
Yeah,
they-
do we have cones maybe? Mike, do we have access to cones? We can like, make it obvious where the line, like put the balloon down one way and the face painting the other way, so they're kind of coming at each other instead of being lined up next with each other.
We had them on each side of the long tent. And the kids kind of went naturally that way. Because I remember walking right down the middle and asking them if they needed water. And the kids were nicely lined up.
Yeah, I have cones and like small barricades too. We can use it. if need be.
Yeah, needed.
Yeah, so maybe Marlon, when you guys walk around there tomorrow, maybe you can just figure out the best way to kind of be able to herd everybody where they need to be.
We always do a walkabout and spray paint before the festival. We could probably do it maybe that before the meeting. When is Wednesday too early, Mike, or Thursday? I think we did it on Thursday, didn't we? Whatever works out for you.
Watch the weather.
That you don't know either.
Yeah,
Is
we could-
everybody gonna be at this? Are all the members gonna be at this?
Yeah.
Kelly as well? I just didn't, you gave kind of
Unless we win the lottery.
jobs,
I-
gave jobs to people. but-
Funny.
Yeah. Like I said, I did this real fast before I left and,
Well, that's true. If Kelly, maybe Kelly could be the rover.
A
who goes
rover,
around
yeah.
and
I
relieves
think there
people.
should be, yeah, and if Emma shows up and Paula and me and Victoria, that's four of us giving beer. There's no reason to have four of us in there. I mean, two of us handled it very well. So three is better, but then we can switch off. You know,
Just, can I ask one other quick question? So after the festival last year, I know we stayed for quite a while and helped doing the cleanup, Mike or Marlene, whoever this would be directed to. What about tear down and cleanup? What kind of help are you gonna need on that end?
I mean, big thing is, for me, is getting the tents down. I don't want to leave them up all weekend.
Mhm.
So as long as we get that cleaned up like we did last year, I'm fine with leaving the tables and garbage cans down there.
and I think all the members stayed after and helped clean up.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
And didn't we sit, no, we can't say that. We sit and had some soda after them.
I remember a different beverage, but okay.
Okay, anything else on that? I will fine tune all this before the next meeting. Unfinished business, discussion on the rejuvenation of the John Grayton Waterfall Project.
Just one more thing on the festival. Are you gonna write something? You're gonna write it all up, kind of what we discussed, so then we can have it in the packet on
Yeah,
who's doing what and
Yeah, I'll get
when,
it
so
out.
then we have it all
Yeah.
put together. It really helps everyone to have the ability to
Yeah.
kind of read through it before the meeting.
yeah, that's why I wanted to ask him tonight, if that was okay with everybody or if somebody wanted something different.
Okay.
So,
I do have one more thing.
Sure.
Mike, will you have a banner again to go at the end of the roadway there at Oakwood and Lake 5 that you'll put up in the week, or sandwich board up? How are we announcing this
Yeah, we
out on
have
the roadway?
They're generic
Okay,
advertisement signs. We usually put up.
Okay.
It says like this week,
All
community festival. So
Okay.
I usually put them up that one day. of the
super.
festival.
Okay,
And
thank
you
you.
can put it up where,
I think I have 3 of them. I do, but like 5 and BB. I do. I think on 164 in Plainview, and then I believe the other one is Plainview and Lake 5, I believe.
Yeah, I think it
Or
was.
maybe right off Oakwood Road. I think.
Mhm. Yeah, Oakwood, right. And then Marlene, in the past, you've put out a notification somewhere else. How else are we getting information out besides our village website?
I
Facebook
don't have
page.
that list with me, but I put it on, it's in the newspaper for, I can't think of the news, for local things to go see that I put out last month already. And, I will call Halquist to get it on their sign. I've got a whole list that I gotta call. And I usually do that about 2 weeks before.
I Natasha sent it to the school system, so they have put it out to all the school,
Okay.
in the school flyers this last time, and we have it, on our website, on our Facebook page. So those are, she will, closer to the event, she will do an ad as well to kind of blast it out to other people. Instead of people coming to us, we would actually blast the information. We do a little ad.
And who does that go to? Like, I mean,
I just know that it's the,
okay,
Like a paid advertisement, on Facebook.
so then.
Oh, okay, I
whoever
see.
goes on that Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like if you like the village
Oh, sure.
Facebook page, you'll see it, but this goes to more people that aren't just like the.
I
the
see. All right. That's a great idea.
It's kind of like a banner, when you're on Facebook, then it'll come on, a banner will come up and say,
Sure. Okay.
Those annoying things when you're scrolling that. always-
Yeah.
yeah.
One of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it'll go down at the firehouse too, also at Richard Young. It'll go on that marquee and who does that? Who gives
You
notification?
call
to do
the
that?
fire station. I usually do that. It's on my list at home. And then the bus company sent out flyers with all their kids. That comes with the kids. Okay, any other questions? John Brighton Waterfall. We had Lori Starr from Johnson Nursery came out and she gave us a drawing, which she did not get to me. I don't know if she sent it and it didn't come through or what, and I couldn't get a hold of her. But we did get a quote for just the what she intended to put in, and she had some beautiful ideas. Danette was there too, and Mike was there. And we had said 2,500, it came out to 2,752, but she's using good size plants, not little itty bitty dollar plants. And then she sent me a quote for them to do it, and that was another 1,150. But we could take $500 off of that bid because all they need is access to water, and we got a water bid over there, don't we, Mike?
Yeah, the gazebo there.
Yeah. So that can come off of that bid. So I didn't subtract the 500 from the 1,150. So
3,629.11.
how much
3,629.11
for the whole thing?
would be the total.
Yeah.
We have the money.
We figure we're gonna have about 2,500. And we're gonna have to see, I gotta talk to Anna Brighton and see once what we can do with it. Depends on how much money we can raise at the festival.
And so, because we're doing this as part of the parks,
Right.
we have to go out to bid for anything. Not go out to bid, but get additional quotes. So I've got Mike going out and getting some quotes to get the same plants and get them planted and such. We already paid for Ms. Stark's time. So we
Did
need
you send
to-
her that check? Okay.
And so, we have to take the lowest bidder. So, we will bring that back at the next meeting. So you guys can make a decision and, consider award.
And is that because we exceeded $2,500?
No, they just.
Or
No,
when does it have to go to a bid over a certain amount, correct?
We should always get a quote
Yeah.
for anything we do.
Okay,
It's always good to get 3 quotes for anything we do
Okay.
in government. Otherwise, it looks like we're giving favoritism to one company
Correct.
over another.
okay,
If it's over, if it's gonna be over 5,000, which we're very close on that right now. If it's over $5,000, then it has to be posted for at least 2 weeks to gather more quotes. And if it's over 25,000, then we have to do an actual RFP bid process where there's bid bonds and things like that. So there's really a a large, process.
Kathy. Just for the record,
Hold on. Paula, are you talking to us? I think you muted. Paula, I think you
Yeah.
muted. There you go.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Were you talking to us?
No, no, you're
Okay.
good. Go ahead.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were talking to us and you were just muted because I was gonna say, we're not hearing you.
Yeah, no, I'm down at my mom's. I apologize, you guys. My mom's in Florida and they're talking to me from the kitchen. I'm saying, don't talk to me.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
I didn't want to hear that.
quick question, and perhaps this has already been answered. We have quotes. Does this include labor? I mean, are we asking this private entity to put these?
One
materials in?
bid is labor and one bid is
Yeah, I didn't read the
plants.
fine print.
Right, so, $4,100,
It comes
or
to
36.
3408.
3408,
Yeah.
is the quote to have them installed as
Right.
well.
All right, because I was just thinking of our people power, our manpower in
Right.
terms of, it's obviously Mike in spring.
Well-
Another recommendation, if in the bidding process, et cetera, if it goes on to late spring or early summer, recommendation might be for installation in late summer, early fall, because plants would have a better, if we get into a drought or a dry summer, plants would have a better chance of surviving
That's
than if
true.
they were planted in late spring, early summer,
Lori said you could still plant in late spring.
but they have to be watered.
They gotta be watered anyways.
Who's gonna water them?
You live
No,
closer.
no, no.
Well,
Mike
you know,
has enough on his plate.
yeah, well, and look how long,
Just a suggestion.
we've already
I get
been
that.
working with this lorry for a couple of months and we're just to this point. So now we have to get a couple more to apples to apples. It's gonna be a while yet.
And we know it's not gonna be until after the festival anyway, so
Yeah.
we're pushing into
Oh,
July.
Correct.
which
Right.
We're pushing July and
So you're
August.
talking
We're gonna
August,
lose-
September
Right.
already.
We're gonna,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to do it really in July or August.
No.
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 So we
So-
really should push it off till it's a little bit.
Fall.
cooler.
So if Mike just contacts one other person, will that fulfill that? Or will there be two other parties that are going to give us comparable?
Get more than one more, that would be good.
Contacted two, but
Okay.
Yeah. This
I mean, we
is
can't
a
help it if
very busy time
If
of
we
year.
contact people and they don't respond.
Oh,
that's a
absolutely.
different story.
I get it. I
Mhm.
totally
We
get
can
it.
Keep
Right.
moving forward, but
Right.
if we don't contact more people, then it
Mhm.
looks like we're
Yeah.
favoring
Right.
one business over
Mhm.
another.
Understood.
Well,
Okay.
and then do we run into the Johnson's nursery quote? Is this is good for like a certain number of days or months? And then if we go into next
She did
year,
not say, we wouldn't go into next year.
well,
Quote is
no.
valid for 60 days.
is that what it said? Okay, where
Yeah,
is that
so
on here somewhere?
we're good yet.
Okay, so 60 days is her,
Actually, this quote says that this was given in March. I mean, in April, so yeah, next
We should
Next.
know by next month.
month,
Okay,
we should
so-
have an idea. I think.
all right, okay.
Yeah, and then, like you say, we still gotta wait to see what we get out of the festival. Then we gotta make up the difference.
Right.
So, gotta see where the extra money comes from. Okay, any other questions?
So no action.
A lot of
Correct.
discussion.
Yeah.
New business, discussion on ways to make the electric box at the shelter and community park more attractive. It's a big ugly box.
I kind of gave you some pictures of what that looks like. Right? Somewhere.
That wasn't the one you were talking about, Marlene, no.
No, it's not.
I haven't seen pictures yet.
The back of
See,
the back
it's
of that
it's
sheet.
this, the one I thought. we
No,
were
that's
looking-
not the one.
That's the only one I saw.
No.
No,
By the
Uh-uh.
shelter.
we were looking at, it was right up next to the shelter,
It's right, Here.
not this one.
it's a
Oh.
big, huge. Ugly
This is-
box.
This is pretty big too.
Yeah, no, that's not the one.
Right,
Yeah,
so this
all
is
right.
not it.
Shelter,
Well, I didn't have anything to go by, so I drove over there and took some pictures, so nobody gave me any direction.
Yeah,
But I wanted to
oh,
make
that
sure we
was
had
only in
something.
Florida.
Mhm.
I wanted to have something for the packet,
No,
so then we could talk about it, and it made more sense to have a picture of what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
no, that would,
Unfortunately, it's not the correct picture, so.
That's
I
okay.
apologize.
So
No
this isn't
problem.
the right. this
No,
isn't the
it's
right-
not.
okay.
no, it's that, it's attached right to the building.
Okay. I know.
To the, matter of fact, right where you see the corner of the building, there looks like signs on there. It's just to the left of that. And it's what, Mike, 5 foot by 5 foot or something? 4 foot by 4 foot? Yeah.
Mike, what would you recommend that we could possibly do if indeed the committee wanted to screen it so you couldn't see it?
Well, I called Brian, our building inspector. Yeah,
Yeah,
and he said you could put plants out there, but like Mike said, they'd have to be so far out because they spread. Or you can just put a nice box around it made out of cedar or whatever have you, as long as you can open it up and they can get at the stuff.
I mean, you want my honest opinion? Been
as
like that-
usual.
Been like that for 30 years and it hasn't bothered anybody.
Oh, yeah, I complained to,
Yeah.
yeah, I complained to John about it
Well, I
every
think John
day.
and I are on the same page.
Oh, it's ugly. Can't you at least paint it something besides ugly gray?
I mean, maybe I can paint it to match the color of the shelter.
Bedazzle it.
Bedazzle it.
Could it be, would it help? You know, I don't even remember. I know where it is. You know, it has to be in a strategic place and I'm sure it was put there for a reason.
Yeah, that's because
But-
the water was underneath. They couldn't put it in the back.
Could it be painted? Because we're talking about coming up that sidewalk, which goes into the shelter from the, our, where is porta potty? Could it be painted green? I don't know what even color it is now.
It's the same, it's the same
Next time,
color
just
as this
take
other
that
one.
up.
Yeah, it's same as this.
Okay.
So
I-
you were looking at using funds to do this from the leftover funds that were from the park.
I hadn't gotten that far.
That, I think that's what we said in the last one, in the last meeting, the discussion was to use leftover money from the festival.
No, not from the festival. Festival is going for John Grayton. I don't think we even
There's no
got
other-
that far, Kathy, in talking about it.
We were
Yeah,
just
because
trying to
I,
figure out. if we
yeah,
could
because I
do
wrote,
something.
Yeah.
Hilltop Shelter, electrical box, would like to spend more of the festival money to plant trees
No.
around the electrical box. 3 feet around to hide the box.
No,
Okay.
I have to walk up there. I have to walk up there again and I can hear it. The
I'm not saying
problem-
to do it. I'm just saying that's what I got out of the last meeting.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if,
The, the problem, Madam Chair, is that, for example, on the entrance to the park itself, there are several of the larger evergreens that need to be removed. They're dying. One of them is pretty pathetic looking. So as the cost mount, I don't know if hiding that box
well, then just paint
is,
it.
is a significant priority for us at this point.
This, yeah, this was
That-
a discussion. It was
No
thrown out.
deference or, no.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything like, "Ah."
I'll get up there with my spray paint can.
Put a big flower on it.
Well, I actually asked that, our face painter, and she said she'd be happy to paint, some trees on it to hide it. Honest, and John said, well, we'll see. Sounded just like my husband. We'll see.
Can we
What
just?
about putting like a,
Can we just talk
ahead,
about that
Paula.
another time?
I was gonna say, what about putting like a lattice screen in front of it and trying to get like clematis or some,
You have to put it 3 foot away. Any planting has to be 3 foot away. That's why I say this was just something we threw out. Let's talk about it, see what happens. Nothing will. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
any other items for future agenda?
Do.
I would like to, like us to consider at the next meeting to start our discussion of budget. This will be our June meeting, and maybe it's not the best time. Maybe we should do that in the July meeting, because June will be just really focused on the committee.
Festival.
Or the festival, so, it's up to you guys, but I know that, I'd like to just start the discussion and get, a real good understanding of where we might want to go with our budget next year. And
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that because we'll have the accounting done with the festival and know where we stand as far as monies that. John Great and such. So
So July, so
July.
push it to July.
I think so. Does everybody, chime in if you disagree?
Well, we could start it. We still got the Easter egg hunt. And
But
what,
it's,
and the winter
it's not
fest.
gonna, yeah, that's not gonna take,
No.
that's not gonna take time. So I'll
Do
put
it
it
in
on a
July.
July meeting and then, this next meeting we'll go over the Brighton thing again and the, and really solidify the festival. And does that sound right?
Sounds good. And that meeting
Anybody
would be
else?
July 12th. That is the second Wednesday
Thank you.
of July, the 12th.
Kathy, when you say budget, you're not talking salaries, infrastructure, equipment, anything like that.
No,
You're
just
talking
events.
about festivals and or,
Winterfest.
The
okay.
events,
yeah, because obviously we're not responsible for
right?
No.
that other side. of the
Yeah,
ledger.
that part, and I'll take
Thank
the,
God.
I'll take the committee information when I work on the budget with the department and the board. I just want to get some good feedback on what we've spent in the past, what we've brought in the past, what we want to spend for each of them. If we wanted to increase what we do in different areas, if we wanted to add different events or get rid of events, I don't know. So it's kind of, what do you want to do for 2024? And let's work on the budget.
Okay, understood.
Sounds good. Anything else anybody wants? Then I make a motion to adjourn and, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're making a motion?
I
Oh,
will
that
say
you-
we adjourned
Okay,
for
We have a-
May 10th, 2023.
first. Me, second. We have a second?
All in favor?
Who has the, who's the
Aye.
second?
I can do second.
Okay. Jeanette.
Sure.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
7-0, we're out at 5:51. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
Aye.
Are you gonna be at the next meeting, Paula?
I will be there, yes.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, sounds good. Bye-bye,
Yep,
guys.
bye-bye.
Aye.